The parents of the real father of this child don't know that such a child exists, and I am scared because they will definitely collect this child from me, which I don't want. This said person is the only son of his parents. He did not know that she was pregnant until one day she got a sad news that while the guy was coming back from work, he had a terrible accident and didn't survive it. He died instantly. Story time, story time. This is another time when we share people's story. Please, at the end of this story, kindly drop an advice for this man in the comment section. This man saw a young pregnant girl and she really charmed him immediately. He asked questions and found out that she was single. And further asking questions more, he found out that the man that pregnanted her is not with her. So he started making approaches towards the girl. That initially the girl was not giving in until she realized that he really meant well for her. So while she was still pregnant, they became friends, but just normal friends. He was just good to her and really cared for her. And she was just someone that really wants a man figure beside her. During the time of their friendship, the man now asked her, "What about the man that got you pregnant?" She broke down in tears and told him that the man that got her pregnant have already died. So he was like, "What happened?" So the lady told him that the guy was her boyfriend, that they were dating then. But she did not know that she was pregnant until one day she got a sad news that while the guy was coming back from work, he had a terrible accident and didn't survive it. He died instantly. So this made her to be so sad and was devastated. She was a shadow of herself during that time. And because he was just a young guy, he was buried immediately. Now, this said person is the only son of his parents, that his parents only have two girls and with him who is a boy. Now, being the only son of his parents, he now died. So they did not waste time to bury him, that she went for his burial. But she did not know that then that she was already pregnant for him then. So when they were done with the burial, she came back to her base, and few months down the line she now realized she was pregnant, and this made her to be more sad because the man that got her pregnant is no longer alive, and had it been he was alive, he would just marry her immediately because they were so much in love. But something kept ringing in her head then, that if she tell the guy's parents that she is pregnant, that they might eventually collect the child from her because the guy is the only son. So she don't want to lose the custody of her child. She did not tell the guy's parents that she was pregnant, nor did she tell the guy's sisters that she was pregnant. So even those that knew they were dating then, that suspected that it might be her white boyfriend that got her pregnant, she told them no, that she is seeing another person and is the person that have the baby. That was how people did not suspect much, because they not also see her with her white boyfriend's family members while she was pregnant. So this was how and why she gave in to him immediately that he made his approach. So this is what happened. Now this man said that the lady told her all these things. He said no problem, that the ball is in her court, the child is her child. However she wants to handle the issue is no problem to him, but he promised her that he will take care of her and the child, but whatever she decides for the child is okay for him. So this was how this man took responsibility for this pregnant lady up to the time she put to bed. This guy paid for the hospital bill, bought baby things, was just a father, even presented himself as a father on the day of the delivery. This was how this man came into the life of this young girl. Now, when this lady put to bed, lo and behold, is a boy. And this man said that this boy was fair like him, that her white boyfriend was also fair and handsome, that he too is also fair and handsome. So when you look at the boy, you think he is the father of this boy. This was how he has been answering the father of this boy from then till now. That after 1 year, he now told the lady that he wants to marry her, that he loved her, he loved everything about her, even though he knew that she have already put to bed, that is not a hindrance and is not his concern. That what he know is that he really loved her. And the lady said no problem, and this was how they got married. Now this is 8 years now. This is 8 years they have been married, and he said to me, Queenette, since 8 years we have been married, my wife have not even taken, she have not missed her period for 1 day. She have not even taken since that 8 years. We have gone to several hospitals. Several tests have been carried on her. She is medically fine, I am also medically fine. We have spent money on scans, tests, drugs, no matter the cost, just name it, we have taken those drugs, especially those expensive ones. But since then till now, there is no show. She have not missed her period for one day. Her ovulation is normal, her menstruation is normal, everything is normal. But my wife have not taken in for one day, and this has been disturbing me. So one day a friend of mine advised me to go to another hospital. This my friend literally referred me to a very big hospital that I should go alone, since my wife have put to bed, which means she is fertile, that I should go alone to this hospital. At least I should try another hospital, since we have just been attending to just one hospital. I said no problem. I went to this hospital. It's a very big hospital and it's expensive, but the cost is not my problem. I went to this hospital alone as advised by my friend. After all the tests and scans, the doctor called me in and told me there is a problem. I asked him what's the problem. He told me that he noticed something, that he would love me to do another particular test. I asked him what test is that. The doctor said that he would love to carry another semen analysis on me. I said, but I have done it before. He said that there is something that they noticed and it is very difficult to detect it. If not that he insisted to do one very particular thing on that semen. He said no problem. And another semen analysis was carried on him again. Lo and behold, the doctor saw the same thing. Now, what is it? He now told the man that there is something they noticed that is very strange. That once he shoots, the semen is healthy. But once it stays for like few seconds to few minutes, it gets weak as the seconds count. It gets even weaker as it gets to a minute, and it even gets to being weakest as it gets to at least 5 minutes. That this is very, very abnormal. But he will prescribe some drugs for him to take so that they can see how it goes. Now, he became so surprised because all the tests he has carried on before at another hospital did not see this. He started taking the medications, adhering to the instructions of the doctor, taking the particular foods he was advised to take, and avoiding some things he was advised to avoid. And then he was then monitored. He has been monitored for 6 months, yet there is no improvement. He tried to change another hospital, yet there is no improvement. That one, he tried it for another 6 months, yet there is no improvement. So now, since a year plus now, he has been going from one hospital to another, trying the semen analysis and taking drugs, yet there is no improvement. Now, one day he called his wife and told his wife, this is the problem I'm facing. It's better I tell you now, so that we can solve this issue together as husband and wife. What do you think we should do? Now, his wife said something that really shocked him. His wife suggested that since her son really resembles him and her son thinks that you are his father, and the parents of the real father of this child don't know that such a child exists, and I am scared because they will definitely collect this child from me, which I don't want. Why don't you just relax and now take this child as your child in your heart? I know he calls you daddy and you answer, but you know deep in your heart he's not your father. Now, can you now take this child as your child so that you not think much about this problem? Take him as your child and just forget about every other problem you will now have. He said his wife said this. He could not believe his ears. Although he knew that this is a very good idea, but he was not happy with it. He told his wife he would think about it. Now he is so concerned. The father of this child is the only son of his parents, and the parents don't know that their son left a son behind before he understand. How will he feel if such thing is being done to him? Okay, now this family are not only in pains of losing a child or a son, but also in pains of losing their generation, because this is Igbo land. We all believe that it is the son that will really do the continuity of the family lineage. Now, how will they feel, or how will I feel if such thing is being done to me? Does this make me a good person tomorrow will this thing backfire? Because I need to have my own child for my own loins. Now, what if it is because I have not pushed my wife to release this child to the real owners? What if this is the reason of my infertility? What if what is happening to me is more spiritual than medical? What if it's not a medical problem? What if it is a spiritual problem? I have been giving this a thought for a long time, even though it was not my fault that my wife seized this boy and did not allow the parents of the father to know that their son left a child behind. I did not push her to say this. I did not push her to do this. It was her intention. But I think I am the one suffering it. Or is it that I am being expected as the man to tell my wife to release this child to the real owners? Queenette, I am confused. I love my wife, no doubt, but this is really disturbing me because I have never experienced infertility, even though I don't have any child elsewhere. But it is not in our knowledge for someone to be infertile, even though so many drugs and medications have failed. So many diet procedures and fertility diet has also failed. I am thinking I should release this child. Once this child is being released to the real owners, I will have my own child. So what do you think, Queenette? I told him no problem. Let me ask our family members. Please, family members, what do you guys think? Do you advise him to release this child? And do you think it is because he has not stood up as a man and tell his wife, order her to release the child to the real owner? That is why he is now infertile. That is why his semen is not strong. Do you also think? Do you also think it is not medical, it's spiritual? Or do you think it is medical, it is not spiritual? Is there any other advice you have to give him? Please, your advice is highly needed in the comment section. He will meet you there. Thank you so much for listening to this story. My name is Queenette. Don't forget to come to our DM if you have any issues in your marriage or relationship. I am just a DM away. Just kindly come to our DM and we'll help you sort it out. See you in our next video. Bye for now.